This is quiet horror. It started with a word. Not spoken, not heard. Simply understood. I was reading when the thought arrived. Hush. It wasn't a command. It didn't feel directed at me. It was just there, an observation of the air. I paused. The room was already still. No television, no music. Only the faint, tectonic groan of the building settling into the night. The word didn't repeat, but the temperature of the silence had changed. Over the next week, it returned, always the same way. No vibration in the ear, no voice in the head. Just the distinct impression that something had finished speaking. Hush. I noticed it most when I was on the verge of sound. Before clearing my throat, before shifting in my chair, before exhaling too sharply. The thought would arrive first, calm, patient, expectant. It didn't stop me. It didn't have to. I tested it once. I coughed on purpose, a jagged, ugly sound that tore through the room. Nothing happened. No reaction, no correction. The word didn't return for 3 days. That was the worst part. The feeling of being ignored by something disappointed. I began to soften my life. I closed doors with both hands to catch the click of the latch. I set mugs down on coasters like I was handling live glass. I walked with my weight on the balls of my feet, even when the house was empty. The word never thanked me. One night, I spoke to the dark, just to feel the vibration in my own chest. Is someone there? The room remained empty, the silence stayed ordinary. But the word returned later. Not in response, it was too indifferent for that. It waited until I was lying still. Until my pulse had slowed. Until there was nothing left to quiet. Hush. I realized then it wasn't asking for silence. It was measuring it. Now I notice how loud things are. Not the volume, but the intrusion. A thought arriving too sharply. A gesture with too much intent. A breath taken without permission. I've stopped speaking when I'm alone. Not out of fear. It just feels cluttered. When I sit in a room long enough now, everything feels adjusted. Balanced. As if the space has finally settled into its correct state. I don't feel watched. I don't feel threatened. I feel pruned. I don't know what would happen if I broke the balance again. I no longer have the desire to find out. The word hasn't come today. The room is perfect. I haven't needed to be told. Some stories should stay unheard.